Hey you guys, today I'm gonna be having, it's gonna be a story time video. I did my makeup a little bit different, and this is also one of my new liquid lipsticks that's going to be in one of my my beauty haul. I tried one because I wanted to see how it lasts and everything, and I couldn't resist it. I was just so excited to get it. So I tried it on, and I absolutely love it. I'll have more detail and everything on that video, and I'm not gonna have like my makeup or anything in the description box below because this is a story time video and I want it to be about the story. So anyways, this story is it's so sticky, fuck. Anyways, this story is gonna be about the time I had a fake friend. I'm sorry for that noise in the background. The story is going to be about the time I had a fake friend. Okay, so this was a couple months back. I want to say about the end of 2015 or the beginning of 2016. I had this friend, and earlier in 2015, I had this friend, and we're not going to say her name, so we're going to call her Jada. No, we're not gonna call her Jada, we're gonna call her a name I absolutely hate. So, Edna. We're gonna call her Edna. I'm sorry whoever is named Edna out there, which is kind of a rare name, I think. But I'm sorry if your name is Edna. I just really despise this girl for this reason. Okay, so, earlier, about a year ago, I met this girl. So I met her in February of last year, and she was nice, and she, we would kick message and everything. She was just a cool girl, and she I thought she was a lot like me, so I felt as if I could talk to her and she'd be a little bit more understanding. So I would talk to her. And she was just she seemed very sweet, very nice girl. She was always like, oh yeah, I want to come over your house, we should go hang out, we should have sleepovers, yada yada yada. So I'm like, okay, cool. She never came over my house, and you guys are gonna find out kind of why later. But I have been friends with this girl for a while, and then a couple months after meeting her, I found out that she was going to leave for the summer. She wasn't coming back. She was moving to Arkansas, or I think it was Arkansas. Or was it Kansas? It was Arkansas. She was going to leave for Arkansas, excuse me. So I said, okay, well, we should just hang out or whatever, while we can. And she's like, yeah, so, we would talk a lot and everything, and she seem like a very sweet, nice girl. She was always at school/tutoring, so she seemed like she was a nice girl. We would always hang out and talk there, because we were always there on the same days. She would go all through the week and everything. So I was there a couple of times a week, and she just all out seemed like a very nice girl. I mean, I said that a lot, but it really did kind of fool me. But whatever. So I talked to this girl and told her about a couple problems after a couple months, and she told me about her problems, how she felt about a lot, of the stuff that happened to her. I'm not going to say, even though we're not friends anymore or anything like that, I am not going to go into detail because I just feel like that would be completely wrong if I go into detail about her problems. So, but I can go into a little bit of detail about mine or whatever. So anyways, so she seemed like, she was like, oh yeah, she'd give me advice or whatever. She just seemed like an all-out genuine person. Sorry, I was reading something. She just seemed like an all-out genuine person. And, I remember she what did she do? She, okay, right before she left, you know, we were still talking and we were on good terms. I don't know, I'm sorry you guys, I had a brain fart. But we were still on pretty good terms and we were still on pretty good terms and everything when she left to go to Arkansas. So I text her weekly, see, oh, how are you doing? How are you adjusting there? You know, how's everything going for you? Are you going to like a school or anything like that? I mean, how's everything going for you down there? Well, up there, because I live in Texas. And she was all like, oh, you know, it's going good. I happen to kind of like it here, yada, yada, yada. And she had problems with her stepmother. So, she would tell me about the problems her stepmother would give her. I was like, I'd pray for her and everything because I am a Christian. So I would say, you know what, I hope, you know, I do pray that things get better for you and everything, even if she did not know. I'm sorry, you guys. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Even if she did not know that I was praying for her or whatever, I would, just because, for the simple fact that I actually cared about the girl because she seemed like a very sweet, genuine person. I know I've said that a lot, but whatever. So I was very nice to her and everything, and after a while, I don't know, like, she said, oh, I remember she told me back, I think it was a month or two before it actually happened, she told me, I'm going to be back in Texas for Thanksgiving. We're going to be visiting and everything. I thought, oh, okay, cool. She's like, well, I was wondering if oh, and I forgot something. Before she left, she was supposed to come over and hang out, and her stepmother would not let her and said, oh, we have things to do. But later she told me, she's like, oh, we didn't really have anything to do. I guess she just didn't want me to come over. Those were her words. So, I said, okay, well, I'm going to fast forward back. She's like, well, I'm going to be around Thanksgiving, I am going to be back in Texas, and I was hoping that we could hang out. I said, okay, cool, I'll see what I can do. I'll try to change my schedule around because, you know, around Thanksgiving, I'm usually with family and everything. And, my Uncle W was here for Thanksgiving. So, I couldn't have seen her. I probably couldn't have seen her anyways. But, I did say, you know, I will see what I can do. I'll check my schedule and everything. And because usually I am with family and friends and stuff, but more so family. Whatever. So I said, you know, I'll see what I can do. I'll see if I can get you over here and everything. And yeah, that'll be cool. She's like, all right, cool. So Thanksgiving, the week before Thanksgiving, I used to text her and like, then she just stopped texting me back and stuff. I don't know why, but she just pretty much stopped texting me back. And Thanksgiving came and left, okay? Thanksgiving came and left. Well, I said, you know, about a month later, I finally remembered. I'm like, okay, Edna said she was going to be here for Thanksgiving. I didn't hear anything from her, so I'm going to call her or text her or whatever and see what happened. Well, I texted her and I said, well, what happened? You said you were going to be here for Thanksgiving. I didn't hear anything from you. Did you come? She's like, oh, yeah. You know, I'm sorry, you guys. But I'm like, did you come down here or anything? She's like, oh, yeah, I came. Like that. And I was like, you didn't tell me anything. And just a little, you know, extra to the story. Me and her have the same best friend. So her best friend is also my best friend. And I'm not going to say his name, but her best friend is also my best friend. So, I said, well, you didn't tell me or anything, you know. She's like, you know, I don't think she even responded to me. I'm like, what the fuck? You know, you didn't tell me. Like, I would always talk to her like that, though. I wasn't coming off in a very rude way. at all. I was just saying like, what the fuck? You were supposed to text me, you know, in a very playful way. She doesn't message me back, so a couple days later, she was on FaceTime with, and my friend, we're gonna call him Pepsi Cola, and I think he knows why. If he sees this video, he knows why I'm calling him Pepsi Cola. Anyways, Edna was on the phone on FaceTime or Skype or whatever with Pepsi Cola. And I said, wait, and Pepsi Cola, he's all like, hey. And I was like, hey, what's up? He's like, oh, I'm on FaceTime with Edna. I said, Edna, like from, you know, Edna, like the one I know? And he was all like, oh, yeah. I'm like, and she didn't even read my messages. So, I'm sorry, you guys, for messing with my hair so much. So she didn't even read my messages. So I was like, well, you can tell Edna. And this is like what kind of pissed me off. Like, I don't know if like I was just pissed off or what. I might have to break this up into 2 parts. I don't know. But anyways, I was like, Edna, like, you know, the Edna I know. And he was all like, oh yeah. So I said, you can tell her that she's salty as fuck. Because I'm the type of person, I'm a very nice person until you push me. And, like, I was being nice to her, so, like, she was just being, like, rude to me for basically no reason. So I said, you can tell Edna that she's salty as fuck. And I said, and you can tell her that I said it. And he told her, and apparently I found out later that she told him to tell me, fuck me. And he didn't tell me because I don't know if this is why, but I have a bit of a temper. Okay, I have a pretty bad temper, and I'm nice to you. I'm the type of person I will do anything for you, absolutely anything. But the second you piss me off, just like that, I'm just not a nice person anymore. That just goes out of the window. So, I said, yeah, I said, you know, tell her she's salty as fuck. She said, fuck me. He didn't tell me. So, and I was like, I don't remember what he said. He asked me something. I think he asked me or said something to me. And he's like, well, Edna doesn't really know you. She doesn't know me. Really. She's known me for almost a year. Okay? The girl was on my Netflix account. She sat there and she told me all of her personal problems. I was always the one to sit there. We were going to get matching tattoos or whatever. So I would think if you're going to get a matching tattoo with a person, or you're telling them all about your personal problems at home, or if you're even using their Netflix account, I would like to think that you know me well enough to, at least tell me something. And I said she could have at least called and told me that she wasn't going to see me or whatever. So, but she didn't, and later that night, I remember she texted me on Kik later that night, and she's all like,